Good morning and welcome to February and welcome to your weekly setup. I am Jennifer Krippner and I'm dialing in from the lovely state of Minnesota, where we have a fresh 8 inches of snow in northern Minnesota. I am so grateful for that. I love snow. So glad to have you with us. We are here in February, a new month, a new week, a fresh start. Thank you all for joining us this morning. It looks like we have people who are ready for a new week, maybe a new haircut, a new week of healing, Katie. Grateful that you are with us and on your path to recovery. And also maybe some people having a new job this week and a birthday. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. We also have you, Team Jennifer, this morning. So Jennifer Ogilvie dialing in from the lovely state of Texas, where you've had some beautiful weather lately. If you want to pop on and say good morning, Jennifer, or maybe not. She's
I'll,
busy in
I'll
the chat
say
this
I'll say
morning.
good morning. It's
Good
good to see you,
morning.
Sonder community.
We love having Team Jennifer kick off the week with all of you. So glad that you're all here with us. Again, if you're in the chat with us this morning, please set your chat to everyone. There's that little blue area that says host and panelists. If you want to just communicate with Jennifer and I, that's just great. If you want to share in the chat, please click that little arrow that says everyone. We love to have you all with us. So we have a really great morning set up for you all. And we also have a really special event coming up on Thursday, February 6th, from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Meha will be demoing the personalized coaching. It's for an hour, and she'll walk through, if you haven't experienced it yet, all of the different features that are available if you want to be part of a personalized coaching plan. Jennifer just put in the link, the Eventbrite link for you to get registered for that event. There's also a QR code on the screen if you haven't gotten signed up for this. This is the second free live demo and event with Meha. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn and ask questions about it. Leanne says she's already you're already signed up for that. That's awesome. So just wanted to share that. We'll share that again at the end of this event. Just a reminder of our community guidelines. They're on our website as well. Just be kind and courteous to one another. And this is a place to really just set up your journal and elevate your emotional health through the power of community. And just remember, we're all responsible for our own emotions and feelings and decisions. All right, what do you think of our new theme this month? Are we ready to choose and celebrate a new theme of admiration? Again, new month, new theme, and a fresh start. I love this quote. It's admiration is nourishment for the soul, fueling not just the outward spirit, but the quiet light within. To give it and receive it is to feed the heart, lifting both the giver and the receiver. So let's just soak that in for a second. This is the theme that we're going to be using this month. I love feeling not just the outward spirit, but the quiet light within. And as we think about self-reflection today, let's think about admiration for ourselves. So let's get started with our agenda. I am going to just kind of kick things around a little bit today, not do our same old regular agenda and flow. I'd like us to start with reflecting because it's always great to reflect on last week before we move to a new week. Again, if you have your February journal, let's get started with that today. I'd like us to look at our weekly planning and calendar setup for just a moment before we start setting up our week, and then we're going to end with the mind map. And I just like to make sure that we all have ability, because I know sometimes people come in a little bit late, so ability for us to do the mind map together. And I promise we'll reserve enough time for each of these today. All right, let's get started. Let's turn to page, I believe it's page 30. Let's start with the rosebud and thorn. And on the screen today, I have examples of what a rosebud and thorn is on the left-hand side. A rose is what went well, something you're grateful for. A bud is an emerging opportunity, maybe something about to be a rose. And then the thorn, what's not going well, what is challenging that you could use more support with right now, and maybe from this community. So mine is the typed out one, and I'll share that first. So this past week, my daughter got a very big promotion, and I'm super proud of her, excited for her. She's 30, and I've been really supporting her along her career this last year, and so excited that she got the promotion. My son is getting married in a few weeks in Mexico. I'm really excited about our journey together, and we've been planning for the last year about that. My thorn or challenge is I'm still trying on dresses, and now I'm getting a little bit nervous about travel to Mexico. So we will see. I'm sure it all will be fine, and I will get the dress thing figured out. But anyway, that's my rosebud and thorn. So as you can see, I kind of wrote out in a sentence. These other two examples, the one on the left, they kind of have just different words or phrases, little hearts, sad face, emotions on the top one. On the right-hand side, I wanted to show you another example, perhaps with just stickers. So stickers that really spoke to them about what happened last week. So I'm going to put on a song, and I invite you to share in the chat after you write down what your rosebud and thorn was for the week. You can share one, you can share all, and we will be here to support you. And I will see you back here in just a little bit after we reflect on this past week. Thanks for sharing in the chat. I love hearing that, Trixie, you have a little less pain from eliminating sugar in your diet. Not an easy thing to do. Myra, looks like you had a birthday with your mom and your boss asked you to apply for a promotion. That's awesome. Um, Chelsea, will be thinking about you and your husband's health. Looks like also Sarah, you had breakfast with your dad. Michelle, you had a volunteer opportunity raising money. Alice, you went to a crafting summit. That's awesome. And it's just fun. I think really just thinking back about over the last week and reflecting on what went well, where you maybe have an opportunity, and then just kind of hopefully settling with maybe what didn't go well, and maybe where you can work over the next month to turn some of those challenges into opportunities. So thank you for taking time to think through that. Process and reflecting on Rosebud and Thorn. It's a good exercise to go through before we begin planning our new week. And so let's move into the next phase of what we're going to be doing. As I said, I shifted our schedule a little bit, so I'd like us to turn now to page 34 and 35. As we plan for this week, I'd like us to think about a few different ways on how we set up this page or this spread of our weekly planner. I'm showing a couple examples, and this one is really looking at the one thing box. This person is using the one thing box to put in an affirmation for themselves. So I am proud of who I am, I'm kind to myself, and so on. And then they use the first section for their schedule. And then the bottom part is really used for just journal prompts or different ways of just writing out what's important to them to cover for that week. If we go on to this next page, the person on the top left, this is a different theme that month, but how might you set an intention by choosing how you can incorporate admiration as a theme this month? So on the top left, let curiosity in and doubt out. Curiosity leads down new paths. Curiosity is like a muscle. How might you shift that this week to admiration and how you can use admiration as a theme in the one thing box. Otherwise, we could also support your Silk and Sonder journey by creating a space or a box if you have the personalized coaching, or for notes or daily rituals or affirmations, or perhaps you like to take Sonder Social notes or use this for journal prompts when you attend a journal prompt Sonder Social. So you can see I added the February admiration checklist on the bottom left, different things that you can do throughout the week, and maybe you want to journal about that. The one on the right is mine. I did a mid-month check-in last month where and I'll show it on the next slide what those prompts are. I also have 2 days a week where I get my personal coaching. And so the day that I receive that email, I dedicate a page or a day on here to do my personal coaching notes. And then daily rituals. I usually choose to do one of those a week, and I will write down on the day that I do that. And then at the bottom, I typically write what my schedule is. And a couple more examples. So here's the weekly or the weekday check-in. If you choose to do this one day a week, these are the prompts. If you want to take a screenshot or a picture of this, I will come back to it when I put a song on for you to do this page. And just a couple other examples. I really like this one, just the use of color, of stickers, of stars and squares and circles, raindrops, and just different ways that they organize this page. And then this one on the left-hand side, I really like top 3 things to do, win for the day, how can I improve, self-care plan, and what inspired me. And then improvements in the scratch pad, that really talking about their exercise plan. On the right-hand side, it's about daily intentions. Then they have their schedule, morning, workday, and evenings. And then to feel more accomplished, and then they talk about that. And then on the left-hand side, just love the stickers and the washi tape around each day. And again, on the right-hand side, just a little bit more design work there. And then this one intrigued me. So curious about everyone and how you use the affirmations. These are 2 blank pages on the left-hand side example, and they just created a calendar of their own and they write down their affirmations there. I know a lot of people use like the meal plan for affirmations. You could use the one thing box or your calendar. Is that perhaps an opportunity to use your calendar for affirmations? So just wanted to throw all these ideas out here for you. I'm going to play a song and let you set these pages up, and I will be back here to learn in the chat on how or what ideas come up for you. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. All right, thanks for just taking a few minutes to look over these pages. And I think, Alice, you used your weekly spread for daily checklist and then add things at the bottom as needed, like notes from a day or a scripture. Sometimes you forget to use a one thing box and other times you do birthday reminders or appointments. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I like to see how people use these pages. And maybe it's something that you just use on the go and it depends on the week and that's okay too, that we don't have a regular practice for it. Like we said, each week is different and brings new things. So thank you. Trixie, you use them for to-do list, which works well, but use a highlighter to decorate the page and pretty happy about the visual impact. That's awesome. I love it. Thanks for sharing that. All right, let's step back 2 pages and let's work on setting up our goals for the week. All right, this is just a nice reminder of how these 2 pages are to work typically, but as you know, Silk and Sonder fam loves to repurpose. And so we've got some ideas for that too. So we're gonna work on how we wanna feel, our goals, our to-dos, our habits and activities. our meal plan, mind, body, health, shopping, and what we are loving. All right, let's get started. Page 32 and 33. Here's a great example of the spread of setting up for the week. This person wants to feel energized. They're going to do that by setting goals of hydrating, moving, and sleeping. And on the left-hand side in the to-do area, you can see they have all their morning to-dos. If you shift over to the right-hand side in the shopping list, you can see they have all their evening to-dos. And I just love how they're using both of those sections for morning on the left and evening on the right. I really wanted to point that out. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's look at the next example. This person wants to feel balanced in their goals. They have 5 goals with a bonus. They have a bingo for their to-dos. And then in the meal plan, they divided each day with affirmations and a focus. And I love that. I think that's a really cool way to split apart your meal plan by repurposing it with affirmations and focus. Let's now look at the left-hand side where we're going to focus first. Again, under how you want to feel. Again, you don't have to use just one word. You can use multiple words. Under goals, I love how they're drawing and using different techniques to showcase what their goals are of listening, routine, and starting. And then again, another bingo. They're using little stickers to show what dates they have to-dos on. And then their activities are all based on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then things that they need to do when they wake and before they take a shower. So I think that's really good and focused. Again, this right one is all about meal planning, and I think that's great. I'm using it as it is. So again, we are going to start up here on how we want to feel. And again, just wanting to show you kind of a more simplified version of this page. So let's share in the chat. Oh, Myra, you said that was your example. I love it. Thanks for sharing. In Sonder Club, we love when we get to showcase some of your pages. So this week, I want to feel. Let's just describe in the chat right now how we want to feel. I have some words on the screen right now, but remember, you can use one word. You could use an affirmation, a verse. Gina wants to feel empowered. Melissa, beautiful, strong, focused. I want to feel calm, but feel supported, growth, productive. I want to feel, I changed, I want to remember, I want to, let's see, Alice, I changed feel to remember, and I want to remember it's the will, not the skill. I like that a lot. So again, you don't want to, this week I want to feel, you're changing it to this week I want to remember. I think that's awesome. Carly, positive and optimistic. Chelsea, celebratory. It's your daughter's birthday week. Awesome. Happy birthday, daughter. I want to feel proud of who I am. These are all awesome. Great. Again, you can have many words. Oh, Heather went with a sticker, vibing and thriving. I love it. Yes, stickers are awesome to be used here. So many great ideas. Thank you for sharing. And a lot of times, how we want to feel or how we want to remember can also inform us of our goals or our to-dos for the week. So let's move on to our goals. So maybe we want to feel joyous or we want to feel engaged this week. So maybe our goals will be mind, body, and soul. So for our mind, we might want to engage our mind, or our body we want to experience, or soul we want to enrich. And then you can see on the left-hand side, our mind wants to engage, so we're going to get back to our atomic habits. Or our body we want to experience, we're going to make it fun to do a daily 5K. Well, that would never be me, but good for this person. Or the soul enrich, be in the moment and take what you need. Again, create moments of joy And then just really descriptive of how I can create moments of joy. Self-care check-in. How can I do that check-in and be really specific about how I can accomplish my goals? Couple more examples. Again, these are all goals of mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, and then getting really specific about how I can accomplish these. Um, and then our to-dos. So again, if you don't want your to-dos to support your goals, which is just great and fine, because a lot of times we just have bullet listed items. I know my to-dos are just bullet listed items of things that I need to just get done, and I love being able to cross them off. Here's a few different ways that you can categorize them: need, want, wish, need, want, hope, or need and want. Lots of different ways you can just cut it down the middle, or you can put 3 different categories on top of each other. If you feel overwhelmed and have a ton of to-dos, you could use the Eisenhower matrix. It's really simple to think about what's important and urgent, what's important and maybe not urgent, and what's not important and not urgent. And then you can decide what you need to do, decide, delegate, or delete. All right. Or you can not think about all the things that you have to do, but how do you want to show up this week? How do you want to be engaged with other people? How do you want to be with yourself? Do you want to be kind and calm, purposeful, slow to anger, quiet, active, delighted, engaged, reflective? Maybe that's how you want to repurpose this section. Or maybe things that you want to do now or later, or things from work or home. Or maybe you want to turn your to-dos into to-dos, things that you've accomplished. Or maybe it's a morning and a night, or self, home, or others and home. And then here's some great repurpose. I love this social check-in. Maybe this is a week where you're really feeling like you need to connect to others. So each week, and then you have the people that you want to connect with. Or maybe this is a week where you really need to track your screen time or your expenses. Or maybe you just really need a fun bingo to help you through not feeling well or recovering from your surgery. And then how can you connect it to your habit and activities? And then one more, and we will give you some time to work on this. So here are your habit and activities. And again, remember, you don't need to do all of the lines here. You can just do a couple of them. This person flossing, hang up clothes, reading, taking vitamins and minerals. Really fun way to circle and color those in. Self-care. So this one, if you're part of the personalized coaching plan, coaching journal prompts, make sure you're doing that, following their tips and exercise plan, chatting with Jenny, doing your breath work and saying your mantra out loud. And the one on the right is just having fun, finding ways to have joy in your life. And then finally, move, affirmations, and your rituals. Quiet time, no caffeine, fresh air, getting your journal filled in, and then taking the weekend off is totally great. And then the bottom one, these are just all reminders to fill out previous pages in your journal. Doing the daily ritual, completing your mood tracker, completing your habit tracker, completing your sleep tracker, and drinking water. And again, you don't have to fill in all the spaces. You don't have to have goals, but these are just great ways to complete these sections. So I'm going to play a couple songs, give you time to start filling out this page, and I'll be back here in a little bit. All right. Thanks for thinking through some different things. I love a dance party bingo. Can't wait to see what that looks like. And then just really interested to see what you all come up with for the week. I love the ideas of stickers and washi tape and really making this fun because it's something you're going to look at every day this week and really want it to be energizing and engaging and something that you follow and can be successful with. So let's turn to the meal plan page. Some people call it side B, but let's focus on getting this page set up as well. So lots of different ways to repurpose the meal plan page. You can see on the right-hand side if you want to take a screenshot of all the ideas. Otherwise, I'll walk through them pretty quickly so we can get this page set up before we move on to the mind map, which I know you're all probably wanting to get to. So daily adventures and quests completed for the water droplet. Maybe it's a food tracker. Did you track what you ate? And maybe you, this is mine, I track it with my symptoms. I repurpose mood tracker for symptoms because I get migraines. So what did I eat and drink today versus how am I feeling with my symptoms? And then on the left-hand side, we've got self-care ideas. So the water droplets can be, am I taking moments to take deep breaths in and out each hour on the hour? So that's the 8 o'clock hour, the 9 o'clock hour, and so on through the workday. How did I fill my cup? How did I find my happy this week? Maybe this is a week where you want to do some deep cleaning. So each day you're going to make sure that you get through one of your rooms. Maybe you need to track your produce and proteins this week, or maybe it's just a weekly overview. Maybe you have a busy schedule and that's how you want to use this meal plan for the week. I put in affirmations and just a reminder, a screenshot of the app. You can find all the affirmations on the app. Perhaps you want 3 wins for your mind, body, and soul this week, and then how you filled your cup is the water droplets. And then on the right-hand side, I love this one as well, your morning routine tracker. So all your activities are tracked and color-coded with the water droplet. So you can see how mind, body, health is coordinated to the water droplets versus the meal plan with the water droplets. So unique way of connecting the dots there. Maybe you need to prioritize your self, and this is how you're doing it through the meal plan. Perhaps you spend too much time in the morning thinking about what you're going to wear, so you're going to plan it out for the week. Perhaps you want to have a victory inventory, so all the things that went well, or the 7 types of rest. Since there's 7 entries in this meal plan, I have the 7 types of rest, and Jennifer's putting that in the chat. And that's how you want to focus this week on the 7 types of rest. That is the meal plan. Now let's look at the mind, body, health plan. Some really great examples here. I love the one on the top left. When I'm feeling this way, I'm going to need this. So really good pairing. You have a night-night routine. You have a mind, body, health plan. Daily engagements, exercising. Again, you can use this for the 7 types of rest. Some examples to the left of it. Oh, good. I love that you tell your students about the 7 types of rest. Also, the feel and need, considering doing that in the night, in the day and the night, morning and night. Shopping list, again, love the bingos in the shopping list. I think that's great. The Wordle wins. I love to do the Wordle. How about a calmness scale? How calm are we feeling this week? And then this one on the right, what am I watching? What am I reading? And what am I listening to? I love that. And the person is loving to taking time to prep for the week. And then other things that people are loving this week, daily rituals, cleaning out stuff, creativity, myself, me, I'm loving myself by, I'm loving Sonder journaling, and myself, I put in, I am loving my personalized coach. All right, let's get to setting this page up, and I will be back here to start the wonderful mind map just as soon as we come back. All right. All right. Hopefully, we're all set up for the week with these 2 pages and we're feeling good about where we're going for the first week of February. All right, we're going to turn to a blank page in your journal. Or maybe you like to use your weekly scratch pad. Perhaps you just use a sticky note. Or maybe you want to use the quote page on 38, or even the back page or the inside cover is a good place because then you always know where it's at. Anyway, let's find a spot to do the admiration mind map. This is our monthly, our weekly mind map where we're explore the admiration theme in various parts of our lives. And so excited to get you started for the first week question. So we like to unveil a question each week, so keeps you coming back. We're going to just kind of do a little dig into the theme. And so this week, the theme is admiration of oneself. And we're going to do a little journal prompt here. Again, I put the original quote from up front is admiration is nourishment for the soul, feeling not just the outward spirit, but the quiet light within. To give and receive it is to feed the heart, lifting both the giver and the receiver. So here are the 3 questions I'd like us to ponder today. In what ways can I show admiration for myself today? How can I acknowledge my growth, strengths, and efforts, both big and small? Let's write about moments where we've been proud of ourselves and explore how self-admiration fuels our inner light. Those are the questions, and I'll come back to that. I'm going to just show you examples and share mine. So these are examples. If you haven't done a mind map before, it's 4 weeks this month. So you want 4 different spots. The left-hand side on the top is just 4 different bubbles. Jennifer uses a cookie cutter with the hearts in the middle. And then this person just did it on the day, the first day of the month when the mind map occurred on their calendar. And then I use the scratch pad, so mine is on the right. And I like to share with you, the first question was, how do I show admiration to myself? I use gratitude. I'm grateful I have taken time this week to rest, as it has allowed me to be more present with my family and my coworkers. Acknowledging a strength. I have been able to be more influential and strategic at work with a more focused attitude because I feel good and I feel rested. Pride, gratitude, and strength fuels my inner light. So when I've helped my daughter work through challenges at work and life, these past 2 weeks, she has thanked me, and then she also has gotten that promotion I talked about. So I feel support helping her grow. So those are my answers to the mind map questions. So I'm going to give you some time to fill out these admiration mind map questions. And I will be back here just in a little bit after we complete the mind map for the month. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for leaning into this prompt for the mind map. I know it's difficult to think about ourselves and to think about how we can use admiration for ourselves. But as you go through the rest of today, I'd like you to think about how your growth or your strengths, they don't have to be big things. They can be small things, but how can you be proud of yourself for your admiration of things that you've done today? Thanks for sharing, Sarah, about practicing gratitude and not comparing yourself and trying new things. Megan, thanks for sharing about having the right words at the right time with your son. And then also Trixie for your kind comments there as well. When you retired, your mom and dad your dad were present. When people said nice things about you and just being how your family was present, it's so important as well. Proud moments. Thank you all for your time together today. Let me just go ahead here. We love to see examples of what you set up this morning. You can see an example of Sonder Club in the app. If you don't have the app, please download it. It's a great resource to be able to see examples of everybody, examples of sharing. And so we can also feature those in Sonder Socials. Here are the songs that I played for you today. If you like any of those, just a reference. Also, remember, you can revisit this social along with other socials again and again and again for inspiration. We have a private YouTube link that Jennifer will share in the chat. You can only access it, so make sure you bookmark it and save it for later. You can revisit these Sonder socials many times. Again, the chat is not in there, so remember the chat is just private for the live socials, not the recorded socials. And again, remember, Mayha's event is February 6th, this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can have a preview, a demo of the personalized coaching, and Jennifer will put in here all of the different links for what we've talked about today. With that, I wish you a really wonderful week ahead. Take moments to pause, be good to yourself, be well, be safe, and be kind to one another. And so with that, we love having you. If you have any questions, customer care is hello@Silk and Sonder. Team Jennifer, we wish you all the best, and we will see you in Sonder Club, and have a great, wonderful week. Thanks, and take care, everyone. Bye.